getting difficult to convince myself to go under there. Just saying.
Hi, I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter. Our family has been blessed to farm in Montana
For over 100 years now.
And it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have
and blessings from our Savior,
Jesus Christ.
Probably should finish this project someday, huh? But not today. We're heading to the state basketball tournament in Great Falls this week. So I went to high school at Leicester Christian High School out here, and before last year, there'd never been a basketball team to make it to state. So last year they made it, and they did pretty good for their first time ever at a state tournament. This year they're going back, and they're hoping to come back with a trophy. So I'm going to take off the family. Tim's just stay here and work. See you, Tim.
Bye. Well, good morning. So this morning I'm back to work on the disc opener hubs. There we go. For the air seeder, the new air seeder we were working on. So there was a race in here that I've knocked out already after I cleaned them up. But then there's this race, and there's a beveled edge, and that race is inside that. So it's not like I can come down through here and punch that race out. So the trick is, apparently you just weld here, and I'd heard this before too. You weld that all the way around, and then slam it upside down after it cools, and it'll just fall out because as you weld it, it shrinks that race. So it's a little warm. I welded that one and letting it cool down now, so we'll see what we get. But in the meantime, go ahead and weld up these other three. Okay, no joke, I just picked this one up, and that race fell out, and I picked this one up, and the other race fell out, so figured I'd better get my camera. Oh, of course. Oh, it's moved. It's in there. So this is like only a couple minutes after I welded it in there. It's loose in there. Hot too, obviously. There it is. Pretty cool. I don't know what this is for, but we think it's as close as it comes to the original one, and it actually fits down in there quite nice. And it works. But with this, you can only get it in there so far. So you get to go get your other one, which is one of the ones that we welded to get out of there, one of the old ones. And then you can set it in there. That's a little bit above this outer collar. At least get it started in there, and then use this, which is just the wrong size. Send it the rest of the way down. So it's quite the process. It's a major pain, and it's really hard to tell because this is beveled back here at the bottom. So it's really kind of hard to tell if you have the race like all the way down. So then you're kind of going by sound, and then you do the next one. Packing the bearings that go into here. So last one, figured I'd show you what I'm doing. And I found this guy hiding in the back shelf somewhere up there, I don't know. So I thought I'd put it to use. It had never been used before. I don't know if any of you have seen one of these before, but I think they're handy. I wouldn't go using them on a bearing that's never gonna get serviced again, like in a sealed whatever. But whereas these have grease zerks on them, I'll go ahead and do that. So you put your bearing in there, put your grease gun on, pull the trigger, and then you wait until you see just a little bit of grease pumping out in between, and that's pretty much it. Easy cheesy lemon squeezy. Doesn't really completely look like it's packed, but as soon as you turn it, you got grease everywhere, so you know it's done. Bearing drops in there, and then that seal and that will go on there. But okie dokie. So we got all these put together, and the seals and guards and everything on that end. They are ready to go onto the air seeder. We are missing 2 of these washers and 2 of those castle nuts, which I have the part numbers right there. So I just need to call those in, get those ready so we can just pick them up whenever. And according to the mycnhstore.com, whatever, they're available. So hopefully 2 of them are. Okay, well, more big wheel work on the 370. So we had the PTO brake thing where the PTO would just spin whenever the tractor was running. That is actually at the dealership right now getting rebuilt, because there's like, here's the paper in order to how to do it. And I'll show you real quick. There's special tools involved, and like layers upon layers of stuff. And anyway, so one of the techs at the dealership is gonna actually rebuild that, and then we'll pick it up and just put it back in. But we figured, because what they saw and what we think, all that put together, is that this must have got really, really hot. Somebody had been in there prior to Tony buying this tractor. If it got that hot, and it's about due for it anyways, we're gonna go ahead and change the transmission oil. But the transmission oil is 54 gallons. So I am gonna start draining the transmission oil, but it's gonna take a while because our oil pan is not a 54 gallon oil pan at all. This could get messy. We'll see. So there's this drain plug, this drain plug, and this drain plug. We're going to start with this one, as it says to do in the book. Holy smokes, that's tight. Oh, wow. Oh, come on. Well, here it goes, I guess. Oh, good. Not as messy as I thought it would be. I think that's full enough for now. Let's see if we can't make a big mess. Plug back in. Come on. So much fun when you're trying not to drop your Allen wrench. Okay, so we're over at our waste oil barrel, tote, whatever. Stick that in there. And pump it out. Well, while the hydraulic oil is being pumped out, we had some shipments yesterday. So this is the rest of the stuff for the 40-foot disc seeder. Some new tubes that I cut off, or took off, not cut off, and new closing wheels. This is from Shoop's, and these are actually new closing wheels from May Wes. So we'll get those installed probably on a warmer day, because it's, I don't know, it's 3 degrees this morning when I left the house on my way here, and there's still a little snow on the ground. It's supposed to warm up. I think today is supposed to get up into the 30s. Tomorrow, I think 50. So maybe tomorrow I'll hook up the air seeder and we'll just back it up on the concrete out in front of the shop and work on that. So anyway, gloves are coming off. Yeah, 'cause I don't want to get oil all over my pocket knife. Yay, free scrap wood. 3 plastic press wheel halves, 3 metal other press wheel halves, and 3 press wheels are also what's in this box. And stickers. Apparently I should have brought my kids to work. I would have had a great cardboard box to play in. I can't remember what we ordered. 50 feet? Maybe 100 feet of hose. Sounds like my barrel's empty. Yep. Drain pan's empty. Unplug. And we'll set that there. Let that hose drain out just a little bit. Just lift it up. Let it drain. Alright, hose is drained out. It goes in that super fancy hose holder. Back under the tractor. Number 2. Okay, so since it's 55 gallons, that goes back in the tractor. We've resurrected this. It is a pneumatic oil pump. It actually came out of a barrel that's back in there. It was a 90 weight barrel though. So I'm letting it drain into this bucket and we'll get it cleaned up, and then we'll put, when we get the new barrel of high trans to go in the tractor, we'll just put that right in the barrel and pump it right into the tractor, and it'll just save transferring into buckets or jugs or whatever. We'll just pump it straight. That's the plan. Well, I replaced the easy one. I wonder if Tony wants to do the rest. So, closing wheels. There's an old one. That's not in terrible shape, but seen better days. New one from May Wes. Little size difference in it too. Anyway, I think there's 65 of them. Something like that. Anyway, I went through already, knocked a couple of them loose, and because I'm a glutton for punishment, I think I'm actually going to do the front row first and just get the crappy ones out of the way, and then finish off the afternoon by doing the back row. See how it goes. Beautiful day out, a little chilly, but the sunshine, it feels super warm, super nice. Not going to be the funnest project, but it's a project that needs done. Well, we are maybe changing plans here. I've done half of the front row, and I'm going to start working on this half of the back row, and then I think somebody's going to show up here really soon to polish some wheels. And he volunteered to do the press wheels or the closing wheels while I polish wheels for him, I guess. See how that works. So anyway, I'm gonna knock out this half and at least of the back row, see how far I get before he gets here. And just like that, we're halfway done. Good and bad here. It's getting warmer, which is nicer. Heat radiating off the shop. But I gotta crawl back under to do the front ones. More snow is gonna be falling on me. It's getting difficult to convince myself to go under there. Just saying.
Back from state tournament, they brought home a 3rd place trophy. So that was awesome to witness in person. So first trophy on the 2nd year ever to state. So 2nd trip ever to state. So that's pretty cool. Well, these, whoops, are those closing wheels Tim just put on. These are actually discontinued. They just don't sell many of them anymore. But a lot of them are going to the new G2 style for their core planners. And May Wes has a couple different options for those. So the like kill you version and the not kill you quite as bad version, what I'd call them. I don't know much about them, but go check out May Wes website for everything else they have for their planter options and drills. And they do actually have this style for the disc drills, but we figured in our rocky soil, maybe not the best option. I don't know. Talk to them, see what fits your needs the best. And this cool sweet hat. Yeah, it's pretty sweet, huh? Thanks for watching. Don't forget, farm hard, pray harder. We'll see you next video.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. But don't forget, farm hard, pray harder. See you next video.